Hello, beautiful friends out there in our podcast world. Welcome to another episode of Hips and Bits, Stories with the Global Caravan Dancers. And I am Paulette Rees-Denis, as you know. I am your magic maker and your what did I just get called? I just called a domestic um mystic.
Oh, that's a good.
Isn't that good? That's so good. I know. I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
That's good. That's good.
I love it. And I get to share with you today Miss Angie Wimmer, who's with us from the East Coast. And here comes my note taker. That's all that is right there. Um,
Oh, cool.
yeah. So in case we forget what we talked about, we can look at it. I love it.
That's cool.
Anyway, Angie, it's so great to see you again
You
and connect
too.
with you and get to share more of your journey with all of us dancers and listeners. I'm there. And so Angie, how long have we known each other?
Oh God. Um,
I want to say like 2012
yeah, 11 or 12, somewhere around in there is when
when I
you
came
came
to,
to Boston.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's when we officially met.
And that's when I tried to kidnap her.
It was really easy to do.
That was good. Um, and so anyway, wait, all of you who you may have known her through some of the Global Caravan Tribe or some of her online stuff. She taught at Shimmy in the Swamp last year with
Yep.
Misha. We've done lots of shows together in the past. I've been out there to teach with her over the years, and oh, lots of beautiful connections. But what I want to know is how, okay, I mean, we could go in like several different directions, but how did
Yeah.
you get to where you are today? How do you view Global Caravan in your life?
Oh, wow.
I know.
Um,
Yeah, 8 hours.
really. I actually started my belly dance training and career pretty much right off the bat with studying Global Caravan via VHS.
Ah!
Yeah. My first exposure to tribal style belly dance was back in like 1995. We had a Renaissance fair that came through, and the group was a tribal based folkloric belly dance group that was at there, and I just fell in love with it. But it took me until 2000 before I could actually find somebody to train with. And I worked with them for about a year and a half before it was a local dancer here, and she had a car accident and she stopped dancing. So I was kind of like on my own again, and I ran across um, uh, Global Caravan, or it was Gypsy Caravan back then. Um, uh, the very first video, a friend of mine had it and said, "You might like this." And I was hooked. And it was like, yes, please, more of this. So I did most of my training off of VHS. Just going, I bought every single one I could. And and then the gal that I was working with, she was a fat chance dancer,
Mhm.
and she would go back out to the West Coast to study with Carolina, and then she'd come back, and she and I were basically the only two tribal groups in the area, and we would exchange ideas. I would bring uh, our style, and she would bring hers, and we'd start doing stuff together. Um, and then Northern Migration happened, which was a festival out in Buffalo, New York, and I went out there, and it was their third year, so Dulcinea was there,
Uh-huh.
and that was um, that was definitely. decided I will never do any other type of belly dance again. When you're in a chorus line of over 100 people and coming out in small groups and improving together, that was it.
That's it. I'm telling you.
That was it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was it. And then I met Darshan and Sarah Locke. They
Mhm.
both moved here to New
York City.
York, and I met them.
Yeah.
And I got to work with them for a little bit. And then you came, and it was like, yep, here I am.
So I was at Northern Migration for 2 years, but it must have been before you.
Yeah, yeah. The first 2 years I couldn't go, but the third year, which was the last year, I went to that one, and
That was a great festival.
oh my God, it was so good. And I came back and it was like, I am never doing choreography again. It's all going to be improv. It's all going to be tribal. And I think I tortured my students with making them learn how to improv. And they're like, we just want you to choreograph something. And I'm like, I'm not choreographing.
Oh, I know. I know. It really is. I mean, I can remember in my early years because being classically trained, I did all choreography, ballet,
Yeah.
jazz, everything was choreographed. And it was like, I don't know what to do next. I remember those days. And then once you
Yeah.
get it, man,
Yeah.
then your body knows it and you get it and you get that connection and there's nothing like it.
And it's just the being in the moment of it and the organic quality of it, and being present, that has always what has spoken to me. I mean, I don't want to have to sit there and be in my own head and think about what step is going to I have to do next to hit, you know, I want to be able to look at my dance partners and have that instant connection and have that energy, and that's what has always fed me in this dance. So
Okay. And I know that, I mean, even in the Global Caravan Tribe, we have incorporated choreography when we're on a big professional stage. I mean,
yeah,
sometimes there's a little bit of a difference in there. It depends on what it is you're doing and who you're doing it with and who's
yeah.
dancing with you. I mean, there is a difference. But uh so I mean, I can talk about it, but I want you to talk about what is it? What's that magic? What's that connection?
Um, for me, it's always that being present, and having everything just evolve organically. Um, the music, the dance, the movement, the connection between people. I find that much more fulfilling for me than doing the, oh, let me get on the stage and all that stuff. Which is fine. I like performing and I like doing that, but um, I'm perfectly content to bring, a group of dancers out to the middle of a field on a fall afternoon and dance to nature. I mean, I'm just as happy there being all dressed up and having whoever's walking on the hiking trail follow us.
Well, there is, I mean, there really is a difference. There's such a difference.
Yeah.
And that's why I have such a thing about you're not ready to perform yet, until you can get to this certain level of your dance and your feelings. But when you can just dance together, which is
Yes.
the whole impetus of the whole thing, it's not about performing, right? It's
Right.
about coming together and making that magic.
Yeah. It really is the magic of it that speaks to me. I'm a magical person anyways. I live my life that way. So for me, there's a sense of divine presence within the
Mhm.
dance
Ooh, I love that. Mm.
that when you take that moment to connect with yourself and connect with the music and then connect with the energy of another person, and have that shared conversation without words, with just gesture, it falls back to what I see as the very ancient voices that we have within our dance that comes from across time and space and generations. I mean, all the way back to the beginnings of humankind, of to be able to say like there is divinity in this, and that to me is it.
Well, and so much of that too is when women were really honored and they were the magic makers, they were the
Yes.
healers, they were the mothers, you know, they kind of ruled.
Yeah.
And but dancing together like that was what everybody did.
Yep.
And the thing that I think is really important too for us is even though we uh, honor that sacred connection with the ancient past and with our ancestors, there's something still that's so important about being present today. We're not trying to emulate them.
No, no, not at all. This is a language that has that is very modern, and it is part of what of who we are. I mean, we're not our, the people from, 2000, 3000, 4000 years ago. We are here, we are now. But that connection that we can have with each other, that's that's the part which is timeless.
That's so special. And it's so important to understand that we're creating a new legacy. We're
Yes.
creating new traditions based on old traditions, or inspired by, I should say, inspired by.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
nothing we do, I mean, not maybe some things, but nothing we do really is based on what they did. It's
No.
the knowledge that we have acquired and the feeling and the intuitive knowledge, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, I was actually just talking about it in class on Tuesday, this last night. Oh my God, that's Wednesday.
Yeah, yesterday.
I don't know what day it is. I was just saying about last night is that, we really don't know how people in like our very ancient history, you
Yeah.
know, did their practices. So what we're using now is a shared language that we can share across the globe within our our lineage of movement, and then can have that moment together, which is the continuation of that kind of that mystic quality.
And so what I love, and so what I'd love you to talk about is as I talk to all of our global dancers around the world, everybody comes from a different perspective and everybody
Yes.
has different beliefs. Um, I think for the most part, we all agree that this is a divine, sacred movement. I kind of forgot what I was going to ask you. But how do you incorporate, I've seen you do lots of different styles of performances. How do you incorporate the magic into your dance?
So, yeah, my own personal connection with dance has always been um, a very intuitive part of who I am. I have found that difficult to teach over the years because not everybody is in that
Right, right.
space. So I have done a lot of different things where people like, oh, we want to do this and it has this theme and we want to do this, and I've done that for my students over time. And I've actually stepped away from some of that
Ooh,
over the past couple of years, and of
why is that?
getting back. Pardon me.
Why is that?
I've been sick. That's the biggest thing, is that my time is limited now, and my ability to do stuff has been limited. So I can't do there's a hafla this weekend, we're going to do this and it has this theme, and then we're going to go this weekend and we're going to go outside and do an outdoor festival. I just physically can't do it anymore. So I've had to really look at the things that I want to do
Mm-hmm.
and have shifted my focus to this is what I really want to do. This is really what I want to do with my dance. This is what I want to do with my art. This is what I want to do with who I am. And if there are other people who want to do that with me, that's great. And if there's other people that don't, then I will help them find somebody else. And that's
Nice.
okay with me.
That is so beautiful, Angie, because I mean, we've been, both of us have been dancing for a long time, and we go through different phases and different changes and different desires. And being able to, oh, here comes my puppy dog. Um, being able to define where we want to be in that place,
Yeah.
how we want to share it, how, if we want to continue to teach it or perform it. I mean, like, I'm pretty semi-retired from performing. Um, she says, haha. um, and but that's really important because we get older and we go into the different phases of life, right? From
Yeah,
maiden to mother to crone. And how do we want to present it? How do we want to share it? Or do we want to continue to share it?
exactly. I've actually gone through a lot of that the past couple of years where I've had to really stop and look and say, what is it do I actually want to share? Because I can't keep going the way that I was.
Right, right. That's
This,
so
this,
important.
yeah, this is a different version of me, and it's taken me a long time to find some balance with it. I mean, if I was listening to you talk with Rochelle the other day, and she was saying that, that the last time we saw everybody was back in Hawaii. And I'm thinking back, going like, I was so sick back then. It was, it was, I don't really remember a lot of the people that we and what we did because I was so sick that it's taken me a really long time to come back from that and find where I'm at with it. And I've gone through a lot of changes over the past couple of years of saying, like, I can't do that, I can't do that, and I can't do that, but that's okay
Right.
because then I've had other opportunities that have come to me to say, like, you know what, this is really what I wanted to do
Hmm.
with my dance, with my expression, with my artistic focus, still using this dance form
Hmm.
as the vehicle to be able to do that. Um, so those opportunities have come up, and I've been able to look back at the year and go like, yeah, this is really what I want to do.
Love
So
it.
it's
I love
it's
it.
it's good. It's all
And
good.
yeah, and that's because we're creative, we're
Yep.
artists. And I mean, sure, there's some people that can do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Um, but to satisfy our own creative spirit, it changes.
It does. Yeah. Art evolves.
Yeah.
It never stays stagnant.
And that's what I've
So,
always said about this dance is that it's a living, breathing art form,
yes.
which is why I love it so much, is that we have this huge opportunity to create from the roots
Mhm.
and to appease ourselves, right?
Yes.
Where we are in
Yeah.
life and how old we are and how healthy we are, or how much we want to teach or not teach, but it's always in our bodies.
Oh, it's always there. It's always there. Um, yeah, and I think my biggest message to everybody right now is that, you do change. And your body does change, but that doesn't mean that it's the end.
No, no, you adapt.
you adapt. Okay, so maybe you can't do, the 7 different haflas that are coming up in the next 2 months.
Or maybe you can't do Turkish drops anymore.
I know, that really makes me sad too, because
I was looking at
because
those old
I was a really,
videos and I'm like, oh, there she goes down. No.
yep. Now I can still, on a good day with a lot of prep, do a full layback. And then, and my husband Bob is always in the audience going, don't drop, don't drop, don't
Don't do
drop.
it.
Yeah, I can't do those anymore.
Don't do it.
And
Don't do
yeah, and I also can't do I'm going to perform on Friday and turn around and perform on Saturday.
it. Yeah.
That doesn't happen anymore either. I have to take a good
Yeah.
week or so off.
Yeah. Well, and that comes with honoring yourself,
Yeah.
as a performer, as a creative, as a woman, um, and honoring where you are. And I think that's just so important and so beautiful for us as women to actually relay to other women.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because I think there's a lot of we've talked about this a little bit about our group with our body changing. We're all getting older. There's a lot of feelings of guilt, especially when you've been like working, trying to get like a community
Hmm. Hmm.
to um, when you've been nurturing that, to have to say to people like, no, I'm not going to come to your, I'm not going to make it to your thing this weekend.
Yeah.
And you feel bad,
Yeah.
but that's, it's still, I'm here to say that's okay. You can do that. You have to take care of you.
Yeah. And I think that was probably one of the hardest things that I came across when I closed my studio because everybody was shocked and I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no. There comes a time when, but then other things open up to you, and you can
Absolutely.
and you can do these other things which you didn't have time to do before, and you're like, wow, this was, I've thought about doing this for years, and now I'm finally getting to it, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just
Because if
absolutely
you allow
amazing.
yourself that space, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You have to honor it. You have to go, this is okay, and let the ego go
yep, yep,
and just say, okay, I'm going to step into the next phase.
yep, yep. And it's really cool when your dancers are like who have been with you. I mean, I'm really lucky that the ones that have been with me, I'm like, hey guys, it's going to be nice next weekend, and there's this thing that's coming up online, but I'm not going to be able to dance the whole thing. So instead, I got this really old movie camera. Let's go out and film.
And I
And
love that. I love
they,
and creating. Oh my God. So if you guys don't know, Angie's been doing lots of photography
oh, a lot.
and lots of
And
lots
now I'm filming.
lots of painting. And she's been in galleries and sold, shown lots of her amazing, gorgeous, oh God, paintings with resin
Encaustic. Yeah, wax.
and photographs and with using old cameras
Yep.
and doing old black and white stuff. I only see a little bit of it. And now you're making crazy films.
Yeah. I love my movie camera. It's from 1923.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome.
And we just filmed for Caravan Project is doing the black and white Seasons of the Witch thing.
Uh-huh.
And we've done three filming shoots with it. Lauren and I went out to a location. We found this old walking trail that had this old house that was abandoned on it, and we used the house, and we got nature footage, and then we brought everybody back the next weekend and did just black and white footage with a movie camera, and then we just did this last weekend, our color version here in the studio with us dancing in it.
What was that movie? God, now I'm drawing a complete blank. It was years ago. It was one of the first that kind of came out. It was black and white. It was a scary movie, and it was like handheld.
Oh, the Blair Witch Project.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was an old camcorder.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This one's really cool because it's so old that when you move naturally, it looks crazy. But it's so cool, and it's got the thing you got to wind it up, and
Oh
it
my
makes
gosh.
and
Oh.
it makes a tick 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 noise. It's so much fun.
I'm glad you're reviving that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So good.
And our dance looks great on it, by the
Oh, I
way.
bet. Oh, I bet. It's pretty magical. And probably has a lot of that feeling of ancient time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got some beautiful footage with Lauren and the sword. Oh
Oh,
my God, it's
and
so
for
gorgeous.
those of you who are listening, Lauren was actually on Hips and Bits a couple interviews ago.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
didn't get to
yeah,
see it. You can go back and watch her interview too.
yeah,
Um, and I just love these conversations. I just think this is so exciting. It just makes me so happy. Um, okay, so you're making some films.
yeah, yeah. And still dancing and yeah, we have we've got some fun stuff coming up this year, and we're planning on being there in Sarasota with you, so that'll be good. Yeah.
So excited. Oh my God. It's going to be great. That's called Shimmy in the Swamp, and it's in May
Okay.
in
Yeah.
Sarasota.
Yeah.
That Chanel is putting on for her third year. Third year. Oh, it's
Yes.
super awesome. It's so nice to see some of these festivals kind of coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really fun doing it last year. I had an absolute blast.
Yeah,
So
it looked like it. Looked like it.
yeah, it was
I
lots of
can't
fun.
wait to be there this year. Um, but it's been again cyclical, right?
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
lots of festivals, and I'm talking United States. Like Australia is pretty much on fire right now with festivals,
Yeah. Yeah.
tribal, and it's going great. And Deirdre's, shaking it up in the UK, and Shinzi is in Italy, and so the US is kind of having a renaissance, maybe. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about the other styles of belly dance. There's a few things that have been up and about. I think that there's one in Maryland, and I think there's still a couple that are down in Florida that are not. I'm
well,
not sure what's going
good.
on in the West
Good.
Coast
And I
ones.
think there's one in Texas. Um,
Yeah,
but they kind of all fizzled out, and then all the magazines fizzled out with,
yeah,
new technology. Um, and it was like we kind of lost touch with a lot of people,
yeah,
and
yeah,
COVID, of course. So I feel like we're regaining the connections and establishing a presence.
yeah, yeah,
Not to
yeah.
be, you know, uh, don't mess with us.
We're not going anywhere.
So, okay, well, this has been a great conversation,
Yeah.
Angie. What, any last words?
Um, No, I think this is really fun doing this. It's been great kind of catching up with you again. And yeah, thank you for having me do this with you. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's good. And I love getting to share everybody's stories. I mean, we all have different journeys. Some are very similar, some are very different. But it's all because of the dance.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
really beautiful. So, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody out there in my hips and bits and heart and hustle and all the podcast stuff that I do, all the things, sharing people's stories, uh, sharing inspirations and projects and ideas and, uh, all the things, all the things. So many blessings to all of you out there. And until we meet again.